मुखं करोति वाचलं पुङ्गं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनदारणम् ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरञ्जस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखये चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपगदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगनरघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगनललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते जयदां सुरदो पङ्गोर्मम मन्दमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्य पादाम्बोजौ राधा मदनमोहनौ दिव्यवृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमादगश्रीमद्रत्नाकारो सिंहासनौ श्रीमद् राधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेवो प्रेस्ते लिपि सेव्यमानौ स्मरामि श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भी वंशी वटतटस्थित कर्षन्वेन स्वनैर्गोपीर्गोपीनाथ श्रीयास्तुनः तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिविकास स्वामिनिति नामिने नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाशादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नाम श्रेष्ठं मनमपि सच्चिपुत्रमत्र स्वरूपं रूपं तस्याग्रजं उडुपुरिं माधुरीं गोष्ठवतीं राधाकुण्डं गिरिवरमहो राधिका माधवासं प्राप्तो यस्य प्रतीद्वष्टि गुरुं तं नतोऽस्मि। Sri Prabhupada ki jai. So again we have selected one attractive topic, but the advices are going to be the same. So how to control the uncontrollable. So we were also talking about, we were discussing before the topic was like, to be controlled or to control. Now again, the topic came here, how to control. Control in this material world, all the jivas are trying to control the material nature. So that's why we are in material nature. So here there should not be a word called I control. We are all controlled. With that clear understanding, sometimes, whether it may be a husband or somebody in our relationships, they don't, even in the normal platform, we always feel, they should be under control. They should be controlled. Somehow we have to adopt some methods to control them. So when husband and wife relationship comes, mostly I'm going to focus on this, not on any other relationships, because all these young girls and young ladies, you all should learn how to positively control. This is not that negative control. This is a positive control. How you can bring harmony in the family. The control doesn't, it is not like this. Like if you see, have you seen some, this bulls? Bulls are controlled by the owners. How no? They have that rope, strong rope, inserted in the nose of the bull or even cows, and then it is tied. So the animal is controlled in a very powerful way, so that the animal cannot be very independent or very cannot be aggressive. We are not talking about such aggressive control. Many women wants to be like that. Many women apply such kind of techniques also. These are all negative techniques. It won't work. It won't run for long time. And it is not good. With anyone, we cannot do that. Like, how we are controlling the animals. Like that, we cannot control the humans. That's not the right method. But I have seen in my life, there are some very tough men, very tough men. Whatever you do, they are very impersonal, very dominating. You might have also seen the male ego. Generally, with all men ego will be there. This all you should understand. If the wife surrenders, then she is safe. If not, she will have troubles. Except very rare, some, some very, very super duper soft, or a person who is, what do you say? I don't know. Who is not so strong can be like that, can be under women's control and, dance in the hands of women. Such kind of men, you yourself will not like it. The women cannot like such person who, listen to everything and, like an henpecked. Nobody likes an henpecked husband who doesn't have any brain, who is not independent, who is not strong physically, who is not mentally strong. Such men are not liked by women also. But on the other hand, we see in many marriages, the wife is like treated like a slave, harassed. Yeah. I have seen some men telling the wife, "You are my servant." Or some they don't, consider a wife as a better off. Such things are happening. So generally, we will learn some guidelines, however tough the husband may be, by applying positive controlling methods. You can control even the wind. You can control even the demigods. Women have, every jiva is powerful, because we are all part and parcel of Krishna. Everyone is powerful only. We have forgotten our relationship. That's why we are not able to do anything in this material world. But when we revive, when we understand our relationship with Krishna and follow the devotional path perfectly, we gain some wisdom. And through that wisdom, we act and we gain so much merits. So now we will see the Vedic examples, how women controlled their husbands. Again, I'm going to repeat the same stories, but with different, we are going to take different lessons from the same stories. We have seen Devahuti, the Miss Universe, very beautiful young princess, got married to a sage. And for many years, many years, maybe thousands of years, that I don't know which yuga it was, Gardha Muni didn't even look at Devahuti. Oh, I got married to a princess. Normally, when yogis do tapasya, some apsaras were sent, and the yogis fell down from their position, like, they leave their meditation and go behind these ladies. But here, even after marrying a beauty queen, Miss Universe, he didn't look only. So this says that a strong devotee, a very powerful person, Gardama Muni, cannot be conquered by external beauty. Some men, you cannot use your body as a weapon to control them. It's simple. So here, bodily beauty didn't control him. Some women think that, by using my body, I can control my husband, but that is possible to some extent only, not complete. That you understand. Men are weak in some areas. That is one of the areas, this also. But you should understand that technique you cannot apply all the time. All the time. So here you see Gardama Muni not even looked at her, though he wanted to marry. He wanted to enter into Grihastha ashram. But I have seen one, I don't want to describe completely, but a failure family life, where the women wanted a lot of attention from the husband. But though she is a devotee, she didn't understand how to, receive the attention from the husband. And she became negative and divorced. She told me that, I'm living a life like I'm living with a stone. But divorce is not the solution. You may live with a stone, but you can melt the stone also. There is a proverb in Tamil that, even a small ant crawls on the stone can become like continuously. Continuously, if an ant travels in the stone, even you can melt the stone. That's the proverb in Tamil. So your husband may be a stone, but how Devahuti handled, we'll see. By patience, by service. So finally, she won the game, right? He was living in a small hut, but to make the wife happy, he created a moving planet. Even the richest of the man in the world cannot do this. To satisfy his wife, he created a moving planet. You see? That's our service, 100% by our patience and service. I mean, one day he's not my husband, so tomorrow he put some blames on him and then file a case and throw him. No, Devati didn't do such things. She was patient enough. She was waiting till the husband opened the eyes. So one need to have patience. Time will change persons, patience. Then service, main thing we all know should be that without service, nothing is possible. Service. If a wife is not there, the husband should not survive. So service. They should search. A good disciple also like that to the Guru. Guru should, oh, I'm not getting this service. Where is my that favorite disciple? Like that you should, serve. So Devati did service with devotion and patience. So she won the game. She controlled Gardamuni. Actually, you see, after 9 girls, still she requested him, I want a boy. She received Supreme Personality of Godhead as her son. This is the great control. Women cannot control, but she controlled. By her love, devotion, even the Supreme Lord and the great sage Gardamuni control. Everything is at her, service. So we understand by service and love and patience, you can conquer, you can control. We'll go to the next story. Next story is Diti. If you want to achieve something, again, here the Diti's example is temporary. Diti is not a person like Devahuti. Diti is mother of demons. Aditi is mother of demigods, but Diti is the opposite. Same father, mothers are different. So the wife is very important in producing children. We see in the case of Vena. Vena's mother is from a demonic family. Father was Anga. Anga was a great devotee and he achieved success, perfection in the same life. Though Vena became a very, very, very demonic boy, very demonic person. So many times, like women are very important in the child development, or if the child has become devotee or demon, 50% is in mother's hand. So Diti is, we can take the temporary behavior of Diti for our points. Normally she behaves, differently. But once she thought, I have to kill Indra because he made my two sons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, were killed by Indra's. Though she didn't, no, she doesn't have any regret, any enmity for Lord Vishnu. She had enmity with Indra. That's good, at least. So she was thinking that I should produce a son who can kill Indra. So she was serving Kashyap Muni in a very nice way. Kashyap Muni was surprised. Hey, what happened? She was every day paying the Dandavat Pranam. Kashyap Muni, oh. And when he wanted something, immediately that was given. When he thought of eating something, immediately she cooked and served him. See, an intelligent wife should know what my husband likes, what my husband doesn't like, what time he wants, what time he doesn't want, all these things. These things, even small, petty thing. But petty thing builds up your family life. Very important. If you want to have a strong family and, you want to have a peaceful family and you have 50% in your hand, maybe more than 50%. So Diti was serving him so nicely and Kashyap was very pleased. Oh, hey, what happened? He even forgot that, previous children were demons. He was very happy. Then he asked, hey, what do you want? You were very nice. Shall I get you some silk saree? Shall I get you some diamond necklace? Or shall we go for a trip? What do you want? You are so nice. I'm very pleased. What do you want? Then Diti carefully putting her ideas, but Kashyap was not happy. No, it's after all, Indra is his son. She's saying that, I want a son to kill Indra. Then Kashyap Rishi had a very nice plan. Okay. Wife want to control, but husband wants to have a positive control. He said, okay, fine. I will give you a sadhana package. Okay. You undergo this tapasya, you will get a nice son who is maybe more powerful than Indra. Then Diti carefully followed, worshipping Lord Vishnu for 1 complete year. That is it is mentioned in Bhagavatam as Pumsavana Vrata. Sometimes in our samskara also, uh, in the early pregnancy, it is conducted, Pumsavana ritual. But this Virata, this fasting, she was doing for a year. She was worshipping Lakshmi Narayana sincerely. And she was pregnant also. This news, when she became pregnant, Indra came to know. Indra is a stepson, right? Her stepson. So he came to Diti and said, Auntie, I want to serve you. Then somehow Diti, after doing devotional service, her heart is okay, let him serve me. Then every day he was serving her. But inside his heart, he was thinking, he was planning for an opportunity to kill the child in her womb. He was planning nicely. One day, she went to pass urine and didn't wash the feet, and she lay down. She was very tired. So, using that as a negative thing. See, that's why we say that when you go to bathroom, you have to wash your feet, wash your mouth. All these things, we have rules. Devotees know everything. So the subtle elements, the negative elements, they pass through your legs. So Indra went inside the womb of Mother Diti and he tried to kill the child in the womb. When he cut, the child became 7. And then he thought, oh, 7 demons came. So I will cut again. When he cut, then it became 49. And then all these children started to speaking, brother, we are your friends. We are not demons. We are maruts. There is a meaning for this maruts. Don't kill like that. Start killing us like that. Then Indra stopped killing and then he left them. They all become demigods, 49 maruts. Then Diti was surprised to see Indra. Then Indra submitted himself to Diti and said, please forgive me, I wanted to kill your child, but they're not demons, they are devotees. But by doing devotional service, Diti controlled the uncontrollable mind. The mind wanted her mind, she wanted to kill Indra. But by devotional service, she became pure. Then all these things changed. So devotional service helps one to control the uncontrollable mind also. She achieved success by controlling Kashyap Muni in getting a nice child, but not one child, 49 children. 49 children she had. All are powerful demigods. Normally, these children were demons and they were killed. But these demigods are there to make her happy. So now our third example is Suganya. This is the super duper example. Devahuti Gardama is a nice rishi. Though he was more only focusing on his own meditation, generally he's okay, nice husband. Similarly, Kashyap, many wives, many sets of wives, must be a good husband. But Suganya had to marry Chivanamuni. I'm not going so detailed into this story. We all know that he is an old man. The Chivanamuni was an old man. Uh, Suganya and her father. Suganya was a princess. Sometimes the king goes into hunting in the forest. Sometimes he takes his family also. So Suganya and her friends were also there in the forest trip, adventurous trip. But when she was roaming around from ant hill, she could see some glowing, very sparkling thing. She took a thorny thorn and then pierced it. When she pierced it, blood came. She got so disturbed. She understood that somebody is there and somebody is meditating there. So then she called her father, and father understood. And then after they found out there was a rishi, this Sivana Muni, was meditating, and they suddenly fell at their feet, at his feet, and then immediately the king said, "I will give my this beautiful daughter to you." Then that's it. Suganya might have had some dream husband, but got married to an old, irritable husband. So it is mentioned, Prabhupada is mentioning nice writing, nice purport, that how Suganya attended to his every needs, though he was very old. Imagine if you are young and you have a old husband and he's about that he's very irritable, like more than a grandfather's age. So now Suganya was very patient. See, when you handle an irritable husband, what practically, if imagine, husband is arguing, fighting, throwing faults at you, what the wife should do? No, 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 I am good person. Argue, argue, argue. No. When such occasions, maybe your husband is a good person, but at one point he is, shooting arrows on you. What should you do? There you have to adapt a breath called Mauna breath. Because the quarrel, the criticism comes when the opposite party is not understanding you. There, even if you speak, it won't have value, any value. It won't have any value, even if you speak. So, better to keep quiet. If you learn these tactics, even with your in-laws, even in your when you get married newly and you enter into your in-laws place, there you should not speak too much. When somebody speaks too much, the opposite party easily will understand who are you, what is your weakness, all these things. You should speak what is necessary. When such occasion comes, you have to keep quiet. Better. That is better. Instead of arguing, proving yourself. Some girls, if you agitate them, in a minute, a big earthquake will happen or a big explosion will happen. That much they speak. They speak, 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 speak. They non-stop speaking. Such things irritates. So Suganya adopted a silent method. Kept quiet. When the husband is irritable, keep quiet. Patience, have patience. Time to time serve him. Time to time fulfill his needs. But it is very difficult in this Kali Yuga, girls may say. But we have a higher goals. We have a higher goal. Like if some girls used to tell me, I want to become a brahmachari. Here also there is a training to become a good devotee here. See, if you become a big brahmachari, and that too if you want to become a servant of a guru, I have observed many servants of gurus. They have very tough time. Unless you are a really, really dedicated devotee, this is very difficult. You should be on your toes and you should be very perfect. You should have 100% enthusiasm. Otherwise, you cannot do this service. And the servants also, the sannyasi servants, they gain a lot of spiritual merits, which are beyond our imagination. So, Sukanya had such a great patience, tolerance, devotion, love, because one should love the husband also. However he is, I don't mind, but he is my husband. I should have all these things towards him. It changed him. It changed him. So he became young. Chavanamuni finally became very young. By pleasing Ashwini Kumaras, he became young. So the two Ashwini Kumaras and Chavanamuni went to one pond and they took bath and then came out. When they came out, Sukanya couldn't recognize who is her husband. Then again, because of her chastity, she could have chosen the Ashwini Kumars as. No. She was very careful and she was praying. Then she could find out Shivanamuni. Later, when the father came to forest, he saw a beautiful young man with his daughter. He got really annoyed. He was scolding Sukanya like anything. What kind of woman you are? You cheated Shivanamuni and got married to this young man. I cannot imagine my daughter to be like this. He kept on talking then. Then Shivanamuni said, I am Shivanamuni. I changed myself to please your wife, to please your daughter. So, my dear girls, all these controls of women by devotion, service, love, tolerance, and patience. Okay. So, women are generally, Shastra says women are less intelligent, women are weaker, women are emotionally weak. These are all understood. But the women we see as an example, they are not ordinary. They can control demigods. Women can control demigods. We are thinking how we can control husband. He's so nasty, he's so irritable. He's having lots of male ego. I don't know how. Then you see that how Savitri controlled Yamaraj. Yamaraj got astonished with the Savitri's wisdom. What a great wisdom you have! All these things were given to her because of her service, dedicated service for one continuous year. She know that her husband is going to die after 1 year of her marriage. She herself chosen Satyavana as her husband. She know her father-in-law had no, father-in-law was blind. Mother-in-law, old mother-in-law, father-in-law. She was serving in the ashram. It's like again a missionary life, not an enjoyable life. She knows Savitri very well that within 1 year she's going to lose the husband. But all her determination, no, I will pray, I will fight. So she controlled Emeraj. Emeraj cannot be controlled. He is uncontrollable. Can anyone imagine controlling Emeraj? But we have a women controlled Emeraj. Uncontrollable. Can you change the death for 1 minute later? 1 second also, he will not change. She changed it. It's there in the history. Because of her pure chastity, devotion, patience, tolerance, service. All these things cannot be achieved like this. Again, women's life also has austerities. She performed austerity and gained Shakti. Purity gave her Shakti. Bhakti gave her Shakti. So she controlled Yamaraj. We did in detail. We have seen Savitri's story. So I'm not describing how she convinced Yamaraj, how she spoke to him politely, nicely, wisely, like a lawyer talking to a judge. See, women need not become to study law, but we see Savitri, great lawyer. She didn't study, she didn't go to any college to get the degree, but this is she gained through her dedicated service. All this wisdom were given to her by her service, by her association in the ashram, by her purity. Have we ever seen that Savitri was eating and sleeping and take only busy with the mobile phone? No, it's the life is full of service. So it gave her power. With that power, she requested. Again, not controlled. This control is in a positive way. So Yamaraja came under her control, and he gave Satyavan back to her. So again, we see another character, Damayanti. Damayanti was also a very strong, dedicated, chaste lady. She controlled the demigods. Demigods, you see, demigods are the administrators of this world, right? What is the service of demigods? They control us by Agni, Vayu, Shani, Shukra, all these 9 planets are there, 9 demigods. They are the controllers of human life. So Damayanti also under their control. They wanted to marry Damayanti. But Damayanti changed their mind. You see, I am a very chaste lady and I want to marry only Nala, not you. So she controlled them by her devotion. So the character, devotion, all these things have power. So now these are all, you may say they are all Vedic women. They have, they have empowerment. They are in different yugas. We are all Kali Yuga ladies. We don't have physical strength. We don't have mental strength. What if the husband is a drunkard? I have heard many times such complaints. He's very this thing, he's very that thing. Uh, he's a womanizer, he's a gambler. Whatsoever it may be, we need to, I have throughout many, all these 3 Dharma Paddhati classes are about this only. Exalted ladies, how they changed their husband, how they cooperated with their husband, and how they conquered and how they became successful. So I have seen some wonderful ladies in my life. They were not devotees, but they tolerated their drunkard husband, womanizer husband, gambler husband, and patiently, without speaking anything, managed the house, tolerate the pains, but finally became successful also. I have seen some wonderful ladies in my own eyes, but now you cannot expect that from young girls now. They want everything to be perfect. Everything should be perfect. Still, they will find some fault and file a case. Everything should be in place. They may not be perfect, but they expect perfection from others. But that way it doesn't work out. Doesn't work out. The time is there. The situation is different. That's why the modern day women are not. They have money, they have everything, but they don't have peace of mind. They don't have a stable family. They work in the IT and earn money, but they don't have peace of mind. What do we want? We want peace of mind, happiness. but they have everything, but their minus happiness. That's because of their, first of all, they are not able to control their mind. This mind control and controlling the uncontrollable will come only when you follow some strict principles in your life. Otherwise, you cannot take machine gun and control. Then the opposite party will die. They will not live with you. They will die. If you take a machine gun and shoot, the person will be die. He will not live, right? Right. Many girls are doing that such mistakes in the sense uh, they spoil their relationship. For small mistakes, they fight. They start a quarrel and throw away things and So I have seen that happens even before marriage. They fight for petty thing. They don't know the meaning of life. They don't know the meaning of chastity. They don't know the meaning of power. So such ladies, even among devotees, such fights happen. Then the mentor has to intervene and educate them. So after hearing this lecture, oh, I don't want to be like them. I want to be like Savitri. I want to be like Devahuti. I want to be like Suganya. I want to be like Damayanti. Damayanti could have divorced the husband because he left her in the middle of the forest. She didn't do that. She searched for him, waited for him, and then joined him. So, by seeing all these exalted characters, we should become very strong inside and develop good qualities by attending to needs of the family members. You can take control of the family. That's possible only by service. If you don't do any service, then how the family members will listen to you? Your presence and absence doesn't make any difference. Then nobody will listen. So it is possible only by service, only by humble behavior, only by devotional service. If you are connected with the Supreme Lord perfectly by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, then many things will be possible. However, the situation may be negative, you will win over the problem. The problem will not be there. I have seen some wonderful ladies. Whatever happens inside, she will never open the mouth. Nothing you can sense from their life. They do such a wonderful balancing of their life. You cannot find out there is a problem in their life. They don't cry, they don't make a show. They constantly serve, they constantly tolerate, they constantly hope for the best. So if some tough kind of person is there, or a nice person at times becomes very tough, it's all in your hands. To take it humbly, to take it as a challenge, to speak smile with sweet words, always remain humble and always serve. Then situation changes. Situation changes. You can even change. You see, the lion, tigers, they are all under the control of human. If you see in the zookeepers, no, sometimes you can see the zookeeper as women. Women zookeepers also are there. They also control the wild animals. When human can control wild animals, so why not? A wife can control the husband, not in a negative way, but in a positive way. Not by words, not by action, but by mind. By you do service, you keep on serve him, keep on. Some ladies, no, they have the nagging character. I want this, I want that, want. Such kind of ladies cannot win the game. They lose. They will have fight. In the early marriage, in the early marriage of your life, you should find out what is my husband like, what things my husband wants, what he likes, what is his mood, how I can please him. This is the good education. How I can please him. This is the education. You learn this. Find out. Use your brain. Find out what he likes, which food he eats nicely. What does he want for his good health? When he comes back from office, I should welcome him with happy smile. So many problems might have happened in that full day, but not how when he comes. You should not pour. You should not put your demands. A good wife should behave in such a way that the husband also should know. Oh, my wife needs this. I should get her this. Household things, okay, you can ask, I want this and that. But personally, when you want some ornament or when you want some saree or some things, that he should know, like, he should ask you, what do you want? I have seen in one girl's life that the husband was so impersonal. Even for many years, she had to go to her parents' house to buy the basic necessities like her underwear or things. But slowly, she adjusted with that family mm, and managed. Some men, some families are, we cannot say them bad, but they don't know the basics also. But if such a life is given to you, that also you have to tolerate and go ahead. Because it is not that we are going to live in this material world permanently and have fight, fighting for you don't even understand the basic needs of a wife. So you behave in such a way that he understands. Okay, like Kashyap and Gardama asked their wife, "What do you want?" Like that. One day, even that such tough kind of persons will turn towards you and, "Hey, what do you want? You want something?" That is possible. If not, also, you should go ahead with your devotional service, tolerating your life. Okay. So here I end. Um, if you have any questions, comments, you are welcome. Yes. Any doubts?
Pranamataji,
Pranam.
how can we increase our tolerating capacity? Sometimes I hear Matajis, they are going through very tough times for many years, and they don't want to be in this material world because it's too painful for them to tolerate their whatever circumstances they are going through, and it's very difficult for them. What should I
See,
tell
some,
them?
some men are maybe kept on criticizing you. So there the wife should say, see, I'm not very perfect, sorry. I will try to rectify myself. This much you speak and tolerate. I don't know, maybe Western women will not listen to such guidelines. They may, reply back, why you are to. why you are criticizing me? Why you are? I have seen one Western lady, and she got married to an Indian man who has lots of expectations. But the Indian men like white fair skin, so they are so much behind the Western ladies. Yes, this is true. But most of the Western ladies, they can only satisfy in the physical way, but not in the service way. Very difficult for them because such advices are not there for them. I have seen my mother, my grandmothers, my aunts were so much tolerating the tough husbands' situations, family situations, and I have grown up in such a society there. Women means tolerating. I have seen my neighbors also. But such things are not there in the Western country. Western country feminism is to the peak. And the women say, why, like that attitude is there when. So this, especially this Western girl, I was their neighbor, and he was, she tried, and he was very rough. But the problem is I couldn't counsel her because our nature is not, see, women should always bend like a creeper. If you stand like a tree, you will be cut off. But if you are a creeper, you can easily, twist yourself and adapt to any situations and depend on the, grow on something. But if you stand like that, you will be cut. She was like that. Everything she was like this. But the same person was controlled by a second wife. Second wife is always controlling him. See, this is only same person only. So okay,
Hare Krishna Mataji.
yeah.
Mataji, the I have same question like about tolerating. Mataji, I heard one Mataji asking me why only women should tolerate all this. Why only women? Why only us? How do we answer this, Mataji?
See, we also tell the men there is a counseling for men also. It's not that our society, ISKCON society, is only educating women. See, in everywhere, men also gets guidance from senior devotees and gurudevs, that you should not go, you should not beat your wife. You should you have to treat your wife as a Vaishnavi. So men also get guidance. Okay, but now this group is meant for women's thing, and here example. Okay, if men uh, is rejected by a woman, okay, he can survive. But if a woman is rejected by a man, survival for her is very difficult. That's why we say to women that however tough your married life, if you adjust and live, you need not face much. Maybe the outside world is even very worse. So better you adjust and live here. That's how we tell. If women makes here and there and tolerate, I have seen many tolerating women, and then how they become successful later, and they have everything. After some time they have everything. See, the suffering period is for only for some time only in anyone's life. After that the time changes, and then but for that they should not fight, and they should not go to they should not break the family. Mainly women, women's mainly we educate women because women needs protection always. Men can go here and there, live anywhere he wants to, can marry any number of times, can go around here and there. For men, no problem. But women, it's a problem. That's why women has to, develop these things.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
The rules for men and women are different. Women are meant for family. Men are not meant for family. Men are meant for earning money and having some professional goals and other goals. But for women, family is very important. Women cannot survive without family. Man can survive without family. So that's why. Bhakti.
Pranam Mataji. My question is, what if the husband is very demoniac and has all the demoniac qualities? So in that case, it becomes difficult for the upbringing of the children. So in that case, what should be done?
See, I have heard some really demonic legend persons. I have heard, but now we are addressing the negativities of men. Some extreme cases, individually we will guide them. Like extreme cases, beating severely, psychopaths or mental disorder, such kind of persons, you know, those intolerable criminals, we can say criminals, psychopaths. You know what is meant by psychopaths. Such cases, okay, we suggest them, get separated and get divorced but generally we don't. We tell them that tolerate until the children grow up. When the children grow up, then they take in charge of the family. So the women need to. I have seen one Mataji had 4 children. Husband did everything. You can imagine drinking, different ladies association, and also not giving money to the family. 4 children. Somehow she used to make papad and sell. Somehow from relatives here and there she used to get money. It was really tough, practically tough. She was uneducated, not educated, so no job also. But she tolerated that husband until the children grow up. The children grow up and started managing the family. Then now he's there because the outside women cannot, continuously live with him. He had so many girlfriends. He had a drinking habit. All dirty things he was doing when he was young. When he became very old and he became useless, but as a mother, she was leading the family. Children grow up nicely. They started business. Girls got married, 2 girls and 2 boys. Girls got married and boys took up the services like money making, the economic part of the family, and then she is now peaceful. So it's only for some time. Like if a husband is demonic also, somehow by your prayer, like how Mandodari managed Ravana, how Kayatu managed Hiranyakashipu, we can say. The husband may be a very demonic person, but somehow you tolerate and cross over it with the help of devotional service. Without chanting, without having devotee association, it's difficult, but you chant the holy name. The big thing can be reduced to small. I have seen one Mataji, her husband, she had only one child, one girl child. Husband, same. She was working, huh? All her money he used to take and then use it for him. And the mother-in-law, father-in-law supports the husband only. She has to go to cook in the house, take care of the child, go to job, bring money. But the husband go drink and then spend all the money, harass her. Finally, it was a continuous suffering. Huh? And she had some savings. That also he took it for his treatment, some treatments. Full lifetime, our married life was, very, very tough. But finally, he realized she tolerated. Our daughter got married. Then slowly, the mother-in-law, father-in-law passed away, and the husband passed away. Now she's peaceful. She has money, and her marriage. See, she didn't come out of the marriage system. She's chaste and devoted. Her devotion helped her a lot to build up mental strength, and she's now nicely practicing Krishna consciousness. So, like that Mataji, I told 4 children. All the 4 children are taking care of her. The husband is like, sitting in a corner, became older. Like that, I can give many examples. Even though the husband may be demonic, I can tell my neighbor's story. And she had also 4 children, 4 boys. And her husband used to drink, spend all the money. She, uneducated lady, imagine, uneducated lady. Every day, so many guests will come. She has to feed 4 children. This fellow used to drink, and in the street, he used to fight with every neighbor. And definitely the neighbors will, complain her only. They will not rectify him. How she underwent a lot of shame inside. Somehow, here and there, she used to struggle, lead a life of, it's like you're drinking poison every day. But now children grow up. That drunkard died. She's living. All the children, 4 boys, no, 4 boys. Mother is the, Devata for them. So she's, in exchange, one son, like a Maharani. She lives like a Maharani. Such things nowadays you cannot tell the girls also. Immediately they say, I will commit suicide. Many girls are committing suicide. Even some small petty thing happens, they commit suicide. Oh, no, they did this, they do. They they cook stories and then use their intelligence and, tolerate the situation. I have seen such great tolerance in women. Now it is going down. But still, as devotee women, you can develop the tolerance in yourself. Your devotion will change tough person also into a nice person. That is another weapon women can use. You please pray constantly. Constantly you pray. That will protect your family. That will change your destiny. Whatever destiny you may have, but become a powerful devotee. Sometimes I teach some Matajis that, you should be little bit aggressive also, a little bit fight also. Yeah. Remaining always silent, always humble, then sometimes they sit on you. I don't suggest them to diverse or fight. No. Sometimes you strongly fight for your devotion and strongly say that, I'm doing so many services, so I need this. Because sometimes the women become completely used. But sometimes you need to, in the beginning of your married life, you prove yourself and you serve the family. But at times you need to, if they are indifferent, you need to, ask for yourself in a positive way, not in a negative way. Okay. So any other doubts? Okay. So next, yeah, any question?
Mataji, Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam.
Let Pranam.
हाँ सर Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yes.
Mataji, you said na in families, if there is no any devotees other than the woman, so what? How do we fight? You said no, negatively we should not fight with them. So please give advice positively or silently. How do we fight for our devotion?
Devotion, yes. Somebody asked me also this question. I had to give a full
Yes.
class for that. So I can give you a short. Like you convince your in-laws, you convince your husband that I will do all service you want. But personally, I don't want any jewelries or I don't want luxurious life. But I want my own space to do my sadhana. I want to get up early. I want to chant my rounds. I want to do devotion. And I will be perfect with your needs. If I fail there, you please question me. There I will be perfect. I will cook whatever you want. I will cook and give you. If you want to watch movie, you watch. But don't force me. Don't force me. I am not going to force you. And similarly, you don't force me. I want these things. I will serve you. I love you. So similarly, I expect that you give me little freedom so that I attend sometimes programs in temple or sometimes you give me holiday. At times I jokingly tell my husband, I also need some holidays. You give me some holidays. So you tell them that, I need my own space to do my spiritual life. Definitely, I love you all. I want to serve you. In this way, you can tell them. Sometimes such conversation may not happen in the family also. Right? Is it, sometimes such conversation, but still you try to have a conversation with them. Like, if your mother-in-law is there, husband is there, just to touch their hand and pleasingly look at their eyes and talk to them. Like, something is important to you. For me, this is very important. I want to do this. But for that, you need to first prove that. I have seen some ladies, they don't do anything and chant. That way, it won't work out. You do all the services and, they should be scared of you. Like, she's doing everything, then how I can criticize her? When you are perfect in your services, then, they should be scared to tell you anything. Like that, you should be a strong personality. You understand that? You get up early, do the cooking part and cleaning part, managing the house, and talking sweetly, taking care of them. So such things, if you do perfectly, then, the opposite, the family members, they should become scared. Correct? Then you tell that, I don't want to eat meat. I don't want to have other entertainments. Better if you want to, sometimes you need to cooperate with the family also. Sometimes if everybody is going, they may expect you to come. You go. Sometimes you need to cooperate there also. You go there and, some girls, they complain, they go to demigod temple. You go, there is no problem. You go. You chant there. You chant there. They go to different temples or they go to hotels. You go there and have juice. You tell, I have principles. You please eat, I will accompany you. So like that, you make a deal. You make a peaceful cooperation with them and then they allow you. Yeah.
Okay, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Okay, and then Vanchakalpadarupasya Kripa Sindhibhyev cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Next week,